Hi, we're going to talk about unit rates today. Hope you did well on your test. So, there are two things we want to talk about. First of all, a rate and a unit rate. A rate is a ratio, we just did ratios, of two quantities using different units. So, that would be like 20 miles in 2 hours, $2 for a pound of apples or something like that. Two different units. But a unit rate is a rate that compares a quantity to one. So go ahead and write that in your notes. Now I'm going to give you some examples of rates. So an example of a rate would be someone drove 80 miles in 2 hours. That's a rate. Those two units are different. That's distance, that's time. Another one would be 50 students in two classes. So go ahead and write that down in your notes. Excuse me. All right, so 50 students in two classes. Now, the difference between a rate and a unit rate is that a unit rate always has a denominator of 1. So some examples of unit rates, I'm actually going to use the rates that I use. So example of a unit rate would be 40 miles in 1 hour. Now you can slow this video down and rewind it anytime you want. Another example would be 25 students in one class. So that would be another example of a unit rate. I may be going fast, but you can slow the video down. You can pause the video, whatever you need to do. Okay, to find the unit rate, first we write the rate as a fraction. And then using division, we write an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 1. So here is a rate. This is a rate, and this will become a unit rate. We call it a unit rate because our denominator is 1. That's an arrow. Our denominator is 1. So we have 90 miles in 2 hours. So we would divide 90 by 2. And so 2 goes into 90 to uh, 2 goes into 9 4 times. That's my division step. 4 times 2 is 8. That's my multiply step, my subtract step. 9 minus 8 is 1. My bring down, 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. That's my division step. Multiply, subtract, nothing to bring down. So this would be 45 miles in 1 hour. 45 miles. So this is a unit rate. That would still be kind of slow. So I'm going to do one and then you would do the other one. So I have 120 miles in 3 hours. And so I need to do 120 divided by 3, which I write like that. My dividend goes under the house. 3 goes into 12. 3 does not go into 1. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring down my 0. 3 goes into 0 times. Once you get to 0, you don't have to complete that. So this would be 40 miles in 1 hour. And I can assure you, I never drive that slow unless I'm forced to. Okay. Now, this next one, let's do this one. $250 for 5 pairs of shoes. So we divide 250 by 5. Some of you probably already figured out 5 goes in 25 5 times. 5 goes into 0 times. So we have $50 per one pair of shoes. So this is a unit rate. I talked to your parents about taking you to the grocery store and letting you see the unit rates on the shelves. So I want you to pause the video and do these two, and then restart the video so you can see if your answers compare with mine. Okay, hopefully you got 100 divided by 4 is 25. So 25 pages in 1 hour. This is how you write a unit rate. And later on, we'll say per hour, but today we're doing this. 6 vacations in 3 years. I hope you got two vacations. Okay, not spelling that right. 2 vacations in 1 year, or 2 vacations per year. That must be fun. So now you're going to do these on your own and make sure, for example, that you write, I need to see this, 84 points, 6 games. Don't just write the answer, always write the problem. And 84 divided by 6, I believe that's 12. 12 times 6, no, that's 72. I think it's 14. 6, 24. Yeah. And so this is going to be 14 points per 1 game. I do not want you to do this. That is wrong because there are no units. I don't know what you're doing. And I don't want you to just write this part, which is the answer. I want to see your initial rate, and I need to see your unit rate. Okay? So I need to see both of those. That will help you. All right. So I'm also going to put an assignment in Delta Math so that you can start working on these, and hopefully you'll be successful. All righty. I think this is a calculator one. Let me double check, and I'll let you know tomorrow. All righty. Bye bye.